This ground beef stroganoff casserole has officially earned a permanent spot in our dinner rotation, and once you try it, you will know exactly why. Hi, I'm Christina from It Is a Keeper and Cake Mix Recipes, where every recipe is tested in my real family kitchen and only makes the cut when it's genuinely earned it. Today, we're making easy ground beef stroganoff casserole, and I promise this one is worth keeping. I've got the full printable recipe linked in the video description below so you can follow along. And stick around to the end because I've got my best tip for getting that sauce perfectly creamy every single time. Okay, so the first thing we need to do for our ground beef stroganoff is get the beef going. So here I have about a pound of ground beef. I'm gonna get that going into our skillet. I'm also going to add some sliced mushrooms. Get those going. That looks good. I'm not gonna add the whole package. And some diced onions. We're gonna get that going in there. While that's working, let me get that beef broken up a little bit. And you know I love my handy beef chopper. Just make sure you're not chopping the mushrooms with it. You don't want to break your mushrooms up. Just the beef. We're gonna get that going. Let everything become one. I'm going to mince some garlic. So here I have a couple cloves of garlic. Guys, this is my favorite garlic press. I know you've heard me say this before if you've been around for a while, but I just love this thing and I will show you exactly why I love it so much. So we get that going, squeeze that garlic in there. There we go. Now, here's where the magic happens. Pop it out. Look at that. That garlic pulp just comes right off. No fuss. Best part of this thing. And I'm gonna do one more big guy. There we go. Can never have too much garlic in my opinion. And there's really no such thing as one clove. I don't know what kind of nonsense that is. All right. Smelling good already, those onions and that garlic. Going back to my meat chopper. Okay, so I almost forgot. We have to season our meat. Season as we go. A little bit of this all-purpose seasoning blend. Guys, this stuff is the best. I make a big batch of it and always have it next to my cooktop, so I always have it on hand. Alrighty, this is looking good. It's smelling even better. Now we do have some fat in the pan, so we're going to drain that off. Now the good thing is our mushrooms have soaked up some of that beefiness from the beef fat and really added flavor to them. So I'm just gonna use the paper towel method and just soak it up that way. You do you. Just drain that fat off. Okay, so to our skillet, we are going to add a can of cream of mushroom soup. I told you this was a retro recipe. I think every retro recipe starts with a can of cream of something soup. It's just nostalgic. And some sour cream. So I like to use the full fat because it just adds that creaminess, but you guys know I love too my plunger measuring cup. For those hard to measure ingredients. Not hard to measure, but hard to get out of the measuring cup ingredients. That's what that's for. We're going to add in some beef broth. I like to use low sodium. You can use whatever you'd like. And some dry white wine. Now, completely optional. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. It's perfectly fine. You can just sub in an equal amount of extra beef broth. Or water, whichever you prefer. I would go with the beef broth to make it a little beefier. Up to you. And then last but not least, I have a little bit of Worcestershire. We're going to up that umami flavor. And then just because I can, because I use low sodium, I'm gonna add just a little bit more of my all-purpose seasoning here. Now I'm going to get this stirred in. Ooh, looks good. So you know that like beef stroganoff has that wonderful creamy, sour creamy sauce, adds such nice richness. Oh, this smells so good. My guys are gonna go bonkers over this. Come home from a long day at work with a beautiful casserole. Okay, mixed up pretty good. On the back burner, I've had some egg noodles cooking. We are going to add those right in there. Switch into the bigger spoon, and we're gonna get those stirred in. Oh yeah. Oh, guys, this is amazing. All the flavors, none of the fuss. All right. This looks divine. Oh, I can smell that white wine. Now you want to make sure you cook those egg noodles just to al dente. We don't want to overcook them because we're going to take this and we're going to transfer it into a baking dish, and it finishes in the... Whoops. We're going to take this, we're going to finish it in a baking dish, and it's all going to come together into this luscious casserole. All right, let me move my cooktop over, bring in our baking dish, and in she goes. Get all that luscious sauce in there. Oops, one mushroom jumping out. I'm gonna spread it around. Oh, you guys, this smells amazing. Okay, we're gonna put him right back in there. I'm gonna pop this into a preheated oven, and in a few minutes, we are going to have the most amazing casserole. All right, our casserole just came out of the oven. I'm actually gonna pull this back from this way so I don't steam myself. Ooh, just look at that. Creamy deliciousness. Now, I really want to pick this up to show it to you, but you're gonna have to go just with this view. But I wish you could be here right now. The smell is amazing, and it smells exactly like the stroganoff that you grew up on as a kid. Now, here's a couple of quick tips to make this even easier for you. Before I dig in, here's what I want you to remember when you make this. Use full fat sour cream. It melts into the sauce better and you get a richer result. Don't substitute regular pasta for the egg noodles, because the texture of the egg noodles is part of what makes this recipe work. Now, this also reheats beautifully. Just add a splash of beef broth when you're heating it up and it comes right back. So, I'm going in for a taste test right now. I can't wait. This smells amazing. So we're gonna scoop some up onto, oh my gosh. Just look at that deliciousness. Okay, this sauce is so rich and creamy. I wanna make sure I get a little bit of everything here on my fork. It's hot. Oh, the sauce is so rich and the noodles are perfectly tender. This is definitely a keeper. I just need some time alone with this plate. The full printable recipe is linked in the video description below. I made it super easy for you. And if you loved this recipe, you have to try my crockpot Salisbury steak. It's right here, and I will see you over there.